real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. Thank y'all again for joining my live stream. I really appreciate it. Today we got a good one. Why there's no modern women in the Philippines. Before I get started, let me give a shout out to the NTZ crew. I see Michael Beach of Life's on here. I know Jacob Tanje will be joining us soon. All my viewers that are joining us on replay. I know everybody can't be here live. They got the hamster wheel and different things going on. All of my regulars. I see you, Sam Champion. I see Mockton Barber on here. He says, I hope I can have a slow night so I can join in. Has. Okay, the exchange rate is slowly moving up. It's 55.73 now, getting closer and closer toward that 56 again, which is what Darren Cooper, he said was going to happen. He said that they're trying to hold the peso down. Oh, okay, yeah, let me open this up a little bit. He said they're trying to hold the peso down for Christmas. He said, but it's not going to work. Yeah, I'll get that together in a minute. What's up, The Truth? There's John Gomez. Yeah, let's talk about this subject. And I'll be cutting this off early, probably around 11 o'clock, 11:15, because I'm headed to the Baki, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Baki Divers Resort. They've got their meet and greet today with a lot of the big-time Dumaguete YouTube vloggers and a lot of their supporters. I've never met these guys, believe it or not. I've never met Paul, Dog, New Tricks, Bud Brown, Mark. I haven't met any of them down there. And the guy says, hey, why haven't you met them? Well, really, I'm almost 5 hours away, believe it or not. And that, that makes a big difference when you're 5 hours away. It's not like I'm right around the corner or something. Yeah, these guys, but it'd be interesting. That's my lotion. I'm not sweating. It'd be interesting to see what they say when they finally see me, because I know a lot of these guys, they've got their opinion about my channel and everything, which I don't care. We all got our own perspective, and I think that's what makes the world great. Brian Hatcher says, Calvin, why are dudes dyeing their eyebrows? What's the deal? Well, it's not, here's the guy that I see over here a lot of times. He's got brown hair up here, gray hair here, and a gray eyebrow. So now he's gotten smart. He's made this brown and this brown. He looks a lot younger, but I don't know why they do it. It looks silly to me. We are who they think we are. And you ain't fooling nobody over here but yourself. They figure you've done enough already just from showing up. They're going to give you their own Filipino makeover anyway. There's no sense in you doing it. Every Filipino you meet, oh, you're 10 years younger. You look 10 years younger. Oh, you're handsome. You're 50 pounds lighter than you are. That's the Filipino makeover. And they do it to all of us. They do it to the best of us, guys. So you don't even have to do that. They're going to do it for you. But let's jump right into this. And first of all, over here, we're talking about the Philippines. We're talking about modern women in a modern world and why you don't really see that over here. But men and women are equal, but we're not the same. And this is something I could not get over to my American wife, who's a modern woman, by the way. We were married for 18 years. Okay. If I wanted a man, I would have married a man. There's too many blurred lines over in America, and that's just not the case over here. Over here, there's clearly defined roles. People know their place over here, and just saying people know their place is enough to get you in trouble in that modern society over there. But women don't compete with men over here. There's jobs over here that only men do, and women don't have a problem with it. You don't see them with signs out marching in the street. If because a woman doesn't drive a jeepney, you don't see women jeepney drivers. Now they said that I saw one when I went to see that Belgian guy up near Bayouan. I saw one woman tricycle driver. It's the first time in 14 years I saw that, but they're not competing with us because, believe it or not, and remember, I'm on the outside looking in. I'm a foreigner. Okay, that's why this is my view. Why I think there's no modern women over here. Filipino women are empowered over here. Get this: there's been 2 women presidents over here. How many women presidents in America? I'll wait for that answer. We've had one vice president in all those years. The Philippines has actually had 2 female heads of state over here. When you get over here, what you're going to see is women running everything, really. Now, it may be men in the background, but in the front, it's women running everything. But the real reason why you don't see a lot of modern women in the Philippines is because the man still is respected over here, and his importance in the nuclear family is intact. See, the government hasn't come in and destroyed the nuclear family like it has over there. They know how important his role is, no matter what it is. So you're not going to see many modern women over here. And I got this because Kamal, who I respect a lot, he says, "Oh, I was talking to a modern woman on one of those dating sites. I had to let her go." And I said, "Man, I tell you what, they're few and far between over here." And that's not a put down. If there were more modern women over here, guys, we wouldn't be here, okay? But now this is different. He says, "I'll pass on them chick security guards." Now, they will do security, but you won't see them doing certain jobs over here. If you get on the bus, and remember, these are frontliners, guys, whether you want to look at it that way or not, and they're not sexy jobs or anything like that, but you're not going to see any women bus drivers over here. You get on the bus to go from San Carlos City to Dumaguete, 99.99999 times out of 100, it's going to be a man behind that wheel. The only woman you're going to see behind that wheel is the passenger, a woman passenger sitting behind the driver. It'll never happen. You won't see it. There's no blurred lines over here. It's clearly defined roads. And some of them security guards, you go to Bacala, go to the SM Mall, Michael Beach Your Life, the next time you're here in Bacala, and those women are still there, about as beautiful as the security guards if you're ever going to see. Yeah, Mo, this is true. He said the women in Asia are respected as women as well. See, and this is a fact, women don't see being feminine over here as a weakness. As a matter of fact, they use that to their advantage. Remember now, men and women are equal, but we're not the same. if we wanted a man, we would have married a man. But we don't want a man. We wanted what? Fit, feminine, and fine, yes, you would say. Robert Dame says maybe some of them you see today will show up for your meet and greet, stay at the guest house, sign the wall. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm hoping. Well, one guy who already visited my house, a gentleman by the name of Levon Young, he's going to be there, him and his wife. He asked me, was I coming? I just hope the weather holds up. It's sunny out here now because I'm going to be honest with you, man. It's been raining like cats and dogs here. I mean, it's really raining hard. Really hard in Dumaguete last night. So it may be wet. And then I've got a couple of my subscribers going with me. Spurgeon Wright Jr., he's back from Sikiho Island. He's going. And then, Michael, he's going with me. He's already got his room booked right down the street from that place. It's in Darwin. It's about, according to the Google, it's about 30 minutes from here. So I'll leave here about 11:30. I was able to get in Heidi's cabin. I didn't think I was going. It was showing fully booked. I guess I was doing something wrong. But when I punched it back in, it had pending, and she told me to try it again. So I got it for last night and tonight. I'll be headed back on Friday. Yeah, rain is good. But yeah, it's not a lot of modern women over here because men are still important over here. It's not like, even my daughters will tell you they don't need a man. And it's just not true. You do need a man because if a war kicked off, it's going to be men fighting the war, right? It's not going to be, you're never going to see the women on the front line. So all this, we're the same, but we're equal, but we're not the same. You're not going to see them women on the front line and all that. If a war started today in the Philippines, it would be men going off to fight the battle. Women are in support roles, yeah. But I think they already know for a fact who's going to be throwing the grenades and shooting the rifles. Sam Champion said, Cows, you already know many Filipino women do not mind being a regular housewife. That takes care of the home front while the husband goes off to support the family, whether local or OFW. See, that's what I'm talking about right now. The nuclear family is still intact over here. There's no blurred line, Sam, as you know. You're married to a Filipino. There's clearly defined roles over here. Even though the woman sometimes is the breadwinner. The man is there to protect. She's going to want a man to protect her. Doesn't make her weak. But she's a woman. She knows her role. But if I say she knows her place, people over in America, in the Western world, they would get angry about that. But over here, they don't get angry about that. Because the women here are still, like Sam pointed out, they're still submissive to an end. They don't see that as a weakness. They see that as a support role. I'm going to strengthen my man. It's like the analogy that Gerald Muhammad gave about going out. I got to go out into the world and fight. It's like being in a boxing ring. I'm going to go out there. The bell rings. I'm out there. I'm fighting, taking care of business, earning a living, making sure the home front's okay. The bell rings. I go back to my corner, which is my house. I want some encouragement. That's where I get rested up, and so I can go out and fight another round. I don't need to come home after fighting in the world and then have to fight at home too. Imagine Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather going at it, and then when they come to the corner, the bell rings, and they come to the corner for that 1 minute, Pacquiao's manager slaps him in the mouth. You don't want that, and neither do I. So yeah, guys, let's talk about why there's no modern women in the Philippines. And we can argue about this. if it were, and if the numbers were growing like we think they are, we wouldn't be here. I didn't come here for a modern woman. Another thing that you don't see over here a lot is women construction workers. Now, there's women engineers and architects and all that, but you're not going to see them picking up a hammer, tote that barge, and all of that over here. You know, and then it's a religious culture, see? So they're going to go by the Bible, or like my friend in Colorado, Kurt, calls it the Bible. And, you know, follow those directions to a certain extent. Let me see what else I put over here. You know, women don't see men as competitors. I already said that because there's clearly defined jobs over here even. When you see, if you go, most of the time you go in a bank, it's going to be women in there. I've never seen a man, and the only man I've ever seen in a bank, most of them are gay. That's just how it is. Yeah, Mr. Bean Show. That's right. It's called order. That's right. And there's order over here. And y'all heard me say that many times before. It's one of the reasons I like the Philippines. There's order here. There's not, you know, everybody's not out there, you know, just the slightest, when they think that their rights are being trampled on in the slightest bit over in my country, America, then we go crazy. But it's not like that over here. It's, you know, because when I took that picture of the Filipino couple, they're visiting from America, by the way. They're from Rockford, Illinois. They paid my fare. I didn't ask them to. They said, that's the least we could do. They had on their mask on the bus. And a guy puts in the comments, well, why are they still wearing masks over there? Because it's the law. You have to wear a mask on an air-conditioned bus. Over in America, you know, there was a security guard early on that got killed because he was working in Family Dollar and he asked the lady to put on a mask. She gets mad, they argue, she goes home, gets the husband and son, and they come back and kill the man. You don't see that over here. Hey, Tito Chai says, I am Buntak, Brother Cal. Women in the Philippines can wait for you 12 months. A Western woman won't wait for you 12 minutes. That's facts. But that goes for everybody over here. Filipinos can wait you out. They've got patience of a saint over here that we don't even care to have in America anymore. We're not going to stand in any lines, Tita Chai. You know that. If I see a line, I'm leaving. And I'm going to come back later. I'm going to do it online or something like that. But if I see a physical line, sorry. Michael Beecher Life says not every Filipino family can afford one of their daughters to go. What do you mean by that? Because we have this discussion all the time. If you, most of the time, and I mean the majority of the time, of the women that you meet online, I'm not saying all Filipinos, because people always try to accuse me of generalizing. I'm not. But you're not listening to what I'm saying. The women I'm talking about, when I talk about Filipinos, are the women that we meet online, the women I've been involved with, and the women I'm around on a daily basis, not the other 55 million women over here. They're the breadwinners. When you meet a woman online, I guarantee you she's the breadwinner in the family. She speaks the best English. She's probably got the most education in the house, and she's got the best job. So if you're going to take her out of the house, Michael Beecher Life, it's paramount that you replace that income that you've taken out. I mean, it would be unfair. You know, see, a lot of guys, they've never been over here before. They don't really see the struggle, Mike, like we've seen it. So the first thing they say, oh, I'm not going to help the family. Yeah, well, she's going to help the family. Filipinos are known for the sacrifices they make for their family, man. They take one for the team like it's nothing. That's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're not going to get too far in this culture, in this society, as a modern woman. You're just not going to do it. I got mad at Marilyn early on when she respected the damn pedicab driver more than me. She was afraid I was telling her to ask him something. And she was afraid of him. And I got to thinking about it, though. Even the lowest man on the totem pole over here is giving great respect because the Filipino knows the struggle that he goes to on a daily basis. So it really doesn't matter what job it is. That's why they're going to respect the Filipino man a whole lot more than you, because in their mind, they don't think we struggle. They don't think we struggle. But even with that in mind, they know their place over here. And, don't get mad about that. I didn't create the rules over here. They've got enough freedom over here. They've got enough empowerment over here. And this is coming from me. And I think that's why they're going to say, well, we're not going to buck the system. If we want to be modern, then we'll go to a modern society. We'll go to America and we'll wait to be modern. Jeff Lay says, I cringe when I hear a woman say she doesn't need a man. When she leaves her husband, she sure wants his money. Absolutely. And that goes hand in hand, Jeff Lay. The money we earn and us. Action Jackson says, hi there. Is it easier for a foreigner who lives there to get a job, Calvin? I would say no. And I would say, unless you've been transferred here or you're working for a foreign company and you got the right type of visa, why would you want to come over here and get a job and take away from one of the locals? Because the way your question is worded, it's like, can you come over and get a job? Why would you want to do that? We don't come over here to work. We don't come over here for jobs. That's not why you come to the Philippines as a foreigner. Now, does that happen? Yeah, but more than likely, that's not why people come here. Not Western people anyway. Have you been here before? Evidently, you haven't, man. It's a struggle over here. With so many jobs where you are, you're Action Jackson, so you're probably in America. That's where the jobs are. They're not over here. And the ones that are over here, they're going to go to the Filipino. They're not going to go to you. And remember, you're coming from a dollar economy into a peso economy, so they're going to pay you 400 pesos a day for 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day. Do you want that? True Sweet 808 said it's the culture. Family's number one, absolutely. And that's the first thing I put. The nuclear family is still intact over here. The government hasn't come in between the family like it has in some countries, like in America. The man is still seen as an important cog in that wheel over here for protection, for maintenance, for whatever he's contributing. And then remember, there's no divorce over here. So the masses of people, they're separate. People separate, but they don't get divorced. But yeah, Derek Casanara says, you need to work, you should not go to Southeast Asia. That's a fact, man. Now, Thailand's a different monster. You can get a teaching job over there or something like that, but you're not going to earn the type of money that you're earning in America. If you really want to come over here, I would say work here remotely for your company back in England or Australia, wherever it is. But don't try to get a job here. You're going to piss some people off. First of all, you need now if you had an SRV, you can work here. You can go to school here. There's a lot of things you can do on an SRV that they don't tell you that you can do. I looked into it. See, they just tell y'all you can come and go anytime you want. You don't have to leave the country. No, it's a lot of privileges that go with that SRV. And working is one of them. Or if you want to go to school over here. Ray Key says basic salary here is very low in their city rates to provincial rates and salaries. Yeah. And why would you want to come over here and take a job from a local? I don't get it. They're not going to like that. That's just as bad as coming over here trying to open up a business right next to a local's business, selling the exact same thing he's selling. Essentially taking food off his table, and then you want to get mad when they burn your damn building down, which is what will happen if you're lucky over here, man. Don't come over here with that foolishness. But men still fight the battles over here, guys. Don't ever get that. Even in America. So when they say, oh, we don't need a man. Yeah, you do. Let war jump off. And you see who's fighting over there. It's the men, women. Your damn high heels and stuff on. Long-ass nails. Them long-ass eyelashes. You can't even look in the damn sight to shoot nobody. Ellsworth, too, he says, I remember when you did a piece on Thailand, you gave it so much praise. Then later you did another video completely trashing it. No. Why did you? I didn't. I was see. You didn't watch the video, or you didn't pay attention, or you're looking at these videos to find something. I was talking about Soy 6, dude. When I was talking about, I didn't trash Thailand. How could I trash Thailand? My credibility will be shot. Anybody's even stepped foot in that country for one day. So no, you're wrong, dude. I love Thailand. I'm going back. I never trashed the country. I trashed Soy 6. I was just giving you my perspective of what I was thinking I was going to see over there. I'd never been to Soy 6 before. So I'd never been to Thailand before. So I'm thinking these women are going to be drop dead gorgeous because that's what they told me. I'm telling you what I saw. I saw a bunch of women with ring around the booty. If you don't know what that is, right below the butt cheeks is a big dark line there. I don't know where that comes from. Maybe it comes from sitting on the benches of them bar stools all day. Ring around the knee. But no, I didn't trash. And watch this guy. This is one of these guys, man. He's trying to be, trying to disguise himself. Good and well, I didn't trash Thailand. Why would I trash Thailand? Now my credibility will be shot. But no, you're wrong. Go back and watch those videos again. I fell in love with Patia. When Chocolate Man in Thailand came in and met me, he said, hey, let's go to this little red carpet, I think the name of the little restaurant was. We just sit there drinking coffee, me, him, and Mr. Lee, and you look at that view. We're right across the street from, we're on Beach Road. You're right across the street from the beach and the ocean, man. You can't trash that, buddy. Sorry. Corrido Tigger says, Calvin, what kind of business could you start for your Filipino baby mama to ensure she has a good income in your absence in the future? Is it wise to start a business legacy for her? It would be wise if she's, number one, has experience in running a business. She has a business plan, which is two very important factors when you want to talk about running a business over here, see? A good business would be like an Airbnb, something where she really wouldn't have to do a whole lot. The business would actually take care of themselves. But anything else, a piggery, sorry store, laundry, no. Now, a massage place in a certain area, see, like in St. Carlos City, I'm talking to Maryland. We're talking about opening up a massage place there because there are none, period. These women go around to your house and then they charge 500 pesos. And they don't really do a good job. If you got 3 good massage therapists in St. Carlos City right now and rented you a nice little storefront place there, you could make a killing. And you charge, 300. That would be what you charge, not 500. We want volume versus, trying to get her 500 pesos. Right here in Dumaguete, there's a place. I won't name it because Maryland had a problem there. But they have some of the best massages. It's $250. But in San Carlos City, it's 500. But yeah, I would, and if she has a college degree, I'd send her back for some type of business training. Or if she does something good, but there's so many businesses over here. Like if you try to start a restaurant, man, it's just so much competition. This place has so many restaurants per square meter, right? In any place outside of India, believe it or not. I understand you, brother. I understand you. We're not picking on you. We're just saying that's the knowledge we gave you for your answer, for your question. I mean, you don't come here to work. And Ray Key says, I have an online job or business. Now, it's a lot of these businesses that popped up during the pandemic, the online sales business. And some of them do good. But remember, there's so many of them, and you got to distinguish yourself from your competition, which is something I don't see a lot over here. You can go in the marketplace. Even these little, okay, I'm on the way from Bacolod to San Carlos City or vice versa through the Don Salvador Mountains. You're going to see, the most beautiful watermelons, mangoes, and all that, pineapples you ever did see. But there's 5 stalls right next to each other. They're selling the exact same thing. I'm thinking one person owns all 5 stalls. Maybe it could be. Calvin, David Hager said, Calvin, the other day you mentioned about apartment on the beach for under 365. What was the name of that place? It was called MB Apartments. It's in, I put the link, if you go into that video, Single and Retired in the Philippines, I put the link to the Airbnb. Now the lady, she's actually the vice mayor of Siquijor. She owns that. And when I asked her for the long term, she said $19,000, which right now that would be about $300, man, somewhere around there. You can't beat that. You're right on the beach. It's a modern place. The place isn't old. We went there in 2020, right before the pandemic, and the place wasn't a year old yet. So it's about 3 years old. You're getting the rent, cable, electric, water, internet. You're getting all of that for about $300. If I were even going to come here for 1 month, that's where I would stay. There's so many places like that, though. That's why when people say, oh, you can't do it, yeah, you can do it. But the minute you give them facts and you give them figures, then they want to start throwing in all these emergencies and all these old hypothetical situations. Well, I don't live like that. I don't live waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm sorry. I haven't. I haven't been to Indonesia. I haven't. But as I, do my visa runs, I want to check out Indonesia. I want to check out Vietnam because I've got a friend. He's Vietnamese. He's been in America, I guess, since the 70s. He's an older guy. Well, he's probably about the same age. He said, Calvin, you're always over there in the Philippines. He said, but you never check out Vietnam. He said, thank me later. And I've never taken him up on it. He said, don't be captain, save a local. It's tough. There's good businesses over here. Just like I said, this Airbnb, if you got a good Airbnb, look at Heidi's cabin. Okay. You're not going to get a nice of a Airbnb for the price. So she's getting volume. The room I'm in right now, I'm going to have to rent the room downstairs for tonight because this room is booked for the rest of the year. I want to think I had something to do with it, but really I haven't, man. This is a nice place. You're talking about $23. It sleeps, supposedly 6 people. I would say more. and then you got everything like you at home, that would be a good thing to do. And then you're in the back. All you would have to really hire somebody is to clean the place. Kenneth Foster says, hello there. How do most Filipino people preserve their food without a refrigerator? Well, to be honest with you, a lot of Filipino people have refrigerators. Believe it or not. I don't know. Now, the ones that don't, I'm trying to think. A lot of times, first of all, there's no food to preserve. They don't shop like that. See, we don't have, and I've talked about this many times, we don't have a freezer full of food every day. We've got a refrigerator, and what we do is we go and get the meat or whatever it is that we're going to eat for that day, and it's gone. They don't waste a lot of food over here. The way that Filipinos eat, the ones that I'm around, I'm not saying all of them. If they have, eggs and corned beef, because rice is continuous. They'll take the rice from breakfast. They'll make new rice for lunch. How much depends on how much rice is left over from breakfast. They'll dump that in the rice cooker and they'll make the rice. So that keeps going. Okay. Then if they have eggs, let's say green beans and corned beef for breakfast. Whatever they don't eat, they're going to fix lunch, but they're going to eat that corned beef and green beans and rice for lunch too until it's gone. They keep on going like that till it's gone. And then once it gets, if it's there at night, they'll give it to the dogs or the pigs or whatever it is. But it's not a whole lot. They don't eat the same way we do. But most people that I come around with, even some of the poorest Filipinos, they got a refrigerator. So, but that's a good question. But it's one that I had to say that, most Filipinos have a refrigerator. Sam Champion said in some areas an internet cafe will work out if there are not a lot of people with permanent internet in the home. Well, I'm going to have to disagree with you, Sam, because of the cell phone. See, the cell phone now has really put a dent in the internet cafe. There's an internet cafe. I used to have an internet cafe in 2012 when my son was born. Gabe was born. It's one of the businesses I was trying to start. So when I went back, they would still have some money coming in. But the minute I left, it basically stopped. And to this day, I don't know what happened to the computers and the monitors that I bought. I don't know what happened. But with this cell phone, you don't need it. And then they got, like you said, in certain areas, because it wouldn't work in Zamboanga because it's too many brownouts. There's a lot of brownouts here. But yeah, I want to give a shout. I want to send my sincere condolences to Twitch. That Ellen's DJ committed suicide. You never know what people are going through, man. You never know, because he was 40 years old. Like, wow. I mean, surely after working for Ellen for all those years and all the other stuff he had going on, he had money. But he had some money, I'm sure. I don't know, that's pretty sad. John Gomez said, that's awesome getting us ball on the beach for that prices. It's so many places like that in the Philippines. But the minute you give guys facts and figures, they'll throw all this hypothetical stuff at you. Now, let's get back to this. Why there's not a whole lot of modern women over here. It's just not part of their culture. We got an old modern culture over there. And, women want to do everything a man wants to do. Okay, because, in their minds, yeah, we're equal, but we're not the same. In their minds, they think they're the same as a man. But you're not the same. You don't fight the wars. When it comes down to war, then you want to get sensible. Then you say, oh, no, you go off and fight the war. We'll stay back and we'll take care of the house and the children. Khalil Dowry says, one passport bro said, single motherhood in Asia is the Asian women's fault. It's not the black men who come to Asia and get these women pregnant fault. What's your thoughts on this topic? Well, that's all over. Well, whose fault is it in America or England, Australia, or France, and all the rest of the places where single motherhood is just, it's what it is. But to say black men are so few of when it comes to the equation of men to come over here. See, we forget all about Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, Taiwanese. We forget about all of that when we talk about coming over here to the Philippines. Americans, in 2019, the last year that they really had real numbers, 1 million Americans visited the Philippines. And that was 4 times as many as 10 years prior. In 2009, there was only 240 or something like that, 240,000 Americans. And, you figure black men make up a very small percentage of that million that's coming over here. And that doesn't include women. That includes women. It includes couples. It includes gay men. It includes children. So, I think it's just a petty argument, man. It's not something I even think about because when you look at the whole scheme of things, man, black men are such a small, tiny percent in that. And for somebody to try to just to, pick that out of the bunch and say, oh, and remember, Asian men have a lot to do with that. Okay? That's another. Who was Twitch? He was Ellen's DJ. Sometimes he would host the show if Ellen wasn't there. Yeah, it sounds stupid. That's one of those arguments. Michael, we don't have them over on my channel. But yeah, guys, there's clearly defined roles over here. And that's one thing that I like. The one guy said order. There's order over here. The man is still important here. You don't hear any Filipino women saying that I don't need a man. Will you see them doing it without a man? Absolutely. Maryland didn't have a man. I've seen a lot of single women over here who didn't have a man who were doing it on their own, but that's why they're looking for a man. They know how important it is to that nucleus over here. It's going to make her job a whole lot easier. Who wants all of that? If you're a woman, who wants all of that on their shoulders? And then you simply going to keep on complaining. What's up, Larry Lindsay? Mr. 4th and 1. Mr. 4th and 1. Okay. Said Indonesia just passed a law that's a criminal offense to have premarital sex. Well, Indonesia has is it the second or the most Muslim population in Asia? And, that's their thing, man. They look at it like that. See, we don't look at it. Everything goes over in America. That's why the rise of the modern woman happened over there. Everything goes over there. Men screwing men, women screwing women. And I'm not saying this wrong. I'm just saying that. But when another country comes over and says, "Hey, look, you gotta show some type of decency. You have to show some type of moderation or respect," then we get angry about it. Oh, you mean I can't screw anybody I want to screw? You mean I can screw without being married and all that? Because we're coming from America where everything goes over there. Biden just signed something else, a same-sex marriage. Some people don't agree with that, guys. How many times do we have to be reminded that America, we're only 4% of the population on this planet. We can't control 100% of the conversation or the narrative. And that's what we try to do. We think because it's okay in America, it should be okay everywhere else. No, that's Brittany Griner about that. And people actually got mad in America about that. How you going to tell Russia what their laws are going to be? And then the minute that we don't agree with something, oh, they planted that on her, or, you know, or, you know, they're just using her as a pawn. Well, it worked. If that's what they were doing, it worked. What's up, Lawrence? He says, aloha from Pang Lao. You know, I'm thinking about going to Pang Lao for 2 days. Mike wants to check that out. I may go with him. I may not. Because I'm trying to get him to loosen up a little bit. Terry Pleasant says, I was wondering what happened to him after Ellen stopped. That was unexpected, man. Yeah. But, you know, he still had like some dance shows. You know, that's where he was discovered. On that, so you think you can dance. But he had some type of spin-offs and different things. I mean, he worked for Ellen for what? 8 years, man. You better have some money saved. I'm pretty sure he was earning big money, man. And then he became, in 2020, he actually became the executive producer. You know, that was probably her way of saying, here's a raise for you. Give him some more money. Oh, anytime, man. Yeah, inflation is bad over here in some things. He said, let Gabe equal truth. He says, how is inflation over there right now? If you go in the grocery store, you'll see it. The prices are just I still have the electronic community pantry giveaway. It went from 1,000 pesos, now it's 1,300 for the same exact items. So in the grocery store, it's about 30%, man. But overall, it's up. But remember now, labor and different things like that, it doesn't really rent. It hasn't had an effect on that yet. But even the gas prices here have all of a sudden went way down. They're 58 in San Carlos City now. It's like 62 or something here. That's almost like a 10 peso drop all of a sudden. Yeah, you don't see them anymore. You don't see them anymore. You don't see them in internet cafes anymore. Very seldom. Robert Dames says, no modern women, Calvin, no Columbia or Harvard. That's where it starts. Well, no, they've got University of Philippines over here. They've got some great colleges over here, but we're talking culture. That's where that type of stuff comes from. That's from culture. When a woman says she doesn't need a man, because, you know, the culture says you don't need a man. He says he got a political question. Yeah, as long as it's not about the Philippine politics. And that would be, you know, I don't really, you know, talk about that. It's none of my business. I always tell you guys, I don't vote over here and I don't pay taxes. So when it comes to a whole lot of stuff like that, I stay away from. Well, you know, I really don't pay a whole lot of attention to that. I know when he came in, he immediately got modern with a lot of this COVID stuff, which is good. You know, he said, you know, hey, now the masks are voluntary. He opened the Philippines wide open now for everybody to come back in. You know, he's younger. He's a lot younger than the previous president. And it takes time. You know, he just came into office, what, June or something? He was elected in May. I think he didn't take over his office till like June or July. So it's going to take a while. Just like a basketball coach or football coach or anything like that, a college professor. You got to wait for a while to get your team and implement your system. Clarence Wilkinson said, what's good, Brother Cal? There are some modern Filipino women here, but they still maintain their traditional values as well. Best of both worlds, in my view. Well, what do you mean by that? I don't see a lot of the women over here saying they don't need a man. You can't be a modern woman and then maintain your traditional values unless you have a different definition of modern than I do. So talk to me so we'll know what's going on. Rocky Man Hurt said there are some U.S. military government contractors jobs. Search the companies that have contacts there and apply. Getting fit, yeah, you can apply now. Will they pay for that? A lot of times, Robert Dame, has your security clearance coming, by the way, and how much does that cost? I know you getting yours updated. It's a different price, but those things are expensive. Yeah. See, Getting Fit says, and while the modern woman's man goes and fights that war, the modern woman will be effing the milkman while you're gone. See, you can't have your cake and eat it too. They'll say all that, yeah, we're equal. I mean, we're the same. Of course, we're equal, but we're not the same. They're not out fighting the wars, and they never will. So to say that you don't need a man, that's a damn lie. You do. Well, see, this is just so stupid right here. This is the point I'm making right here. I mean, how far is it going to go when you just go, the lines are blurred now. Yeah, we know that a woman's capable. Now, if a man, because they're talking about, well, I remember Nancy Lieberman. Remember, she got drafted into the NBA. That was never going to happen for real. Now, you get a man trying to go over in the WNBA, and all hell's going to break loose. So here we go with little girls. Now they want to be Boy Scouts. What happened to the Girl Scouts? What happened to that? The lines are blurred. There's no order over there, man. Everything's gone crazy over there. The Me Too movement. Absolutely. He said black men are excellent guests in foreign countries. Now, from what I've seen, I think whoever you are, black, white, brown, red, yellow, black, white, or brown, be an ambassador for your country. Because that's usually what they're going to base that on. So very few people over here see black men when they see me. So when they see me, they're going to gauge their reputation of black men off of me because they see very few. So if I come over and act like I got some sense, then more likely they're going to give other black men the benefit of the doubt. But if I come over here, get drunk, get belligerent, beat women, selling drugs and all the stupid stuff, then of course they're going to have a different view. But you're right, Derek. From what I see, the men who come to see me, black and white and Asian, you seen Derek from Q Adventures. I've had Pakistani, I've had them all, man. None of us have really gotten out of line. Now, I haven't been to Anglo City in those clubs and all that. But this is a good question for him. When you see, it's always somebody on the bottom throwing arrows at the people on top. So I think it's jealousy, okay? You have to ask him. But I think that's jealousy. You don't see me and Filipino P wasting our time making videos about him. That would be ridiculous. Tumbleweed, what's going on? He said, made it to Cebu yesterday. Flight wiped me out, man. See, you bearing witness to what I'm telling guys already. If you just come over here, that's enough. The woman see that you done made that great effort. There's no need to dye your eyebrows and all that old stuff. We get off the plane talking about what we used to be and what we used to do. They don't understand it anyway. It has no significance over here. She doesn't care that you were the police chief in your city before. It has no relevance over here. Can you take care of business over here? Can you pay for the trip to Boracay or wherever it is? What's up, Connor? Yeah, you're right. And he says, yeah, and honestly, she's lucky she got free. See, this is the kind of stuff that we rally around over there, believe it or not. When we think that somebody's been wronged, we don't know if she was wronged or not. How you going to tell Russia what their laws are? But that's how arrogant Americans are. I can't speak for everybody else. Hey, Hybrid 711, thanks for that super chat. He said Cambridge Dictionary changed the definition of a man and a woman. Ridiculous. What's he got? Hey, thanks, Clarence Wilkinson, for that super sticker. What's he got now? Hey, I appreciate it. Gilberto Bello said, Calvin, I watch your videos. I like the way you keep it real. Thanks. I just share my experience, really, Gilberto. That's all. You know, I watched the video on YouTube. It was on TEDx. It was an African guy. He's from Nigeria. He lives in Houston, Texas. And he was talking about one of the problems with the world is everybody has their own perspective. And that's, it's always going to be an argument because of that. And this is just my perspective. And some people like it, some people don't. But I just give you my boots on the ground experience. Oh, yeah, but yeah, we're not talking about career women. Hell, remember, when you get over here, the women run everything. When you go to the bank, when you go to the grocery store, when you go to the department store, it's women running everything. When you go to the airport, they got career women over here. But when we talk about modern women, we're not talking about career women. We're talking about women who say, I'm the head of the household. I don't need a man. We're equal, but we're not the same. When women start going off to war and leaving the men behind to take care of the kids and the family, then okay, maybe we'll have an argument. But see, people over here know their place. They don't have a problem with that. There's no blurred lines over here. Everybody has the clear, defined role over here. Even though the woman sometimes is the breadwinner, there's clearly defined roles when she gets back in their house, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's called order. Oh, yeah. Somebody, hey, get rid of this guy, Michael Beach Alive. Yeah, and see, we get offended by that because, we call it freedom. We've taken freedom and just given it a whole different definition. Freedom without any kind of order, without any kind of organization is chaos to me, believe it or not. He said, Calvin, they might go to Dumaguete with you. No, we came here separately, but he's here. We're going to meet at the place. Now, me and Spurgeon, I'm going to take the tricycle. We're going to meet at the bus terminal and catch the bus to the meet and greet. Yeah, I'm sure that Twitch was stacking chips. He would have to be. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I'm saying. Gail Maplesden. He said, in the West, you have the government stepping in to be the father in the family, which promotes toxic femininity. Femininity. And women raising children, especially young men, without having the proper experience. And then you got the media throwing stuff out there. Because, believe it or not, I always had male figures. Even though my father wasn't there, I had a stepfather. But they don't count. See, they want to say, oh, well, your father wasn't there. Yeah, but I had a stepfather who was retired from the Air Force, who took care of my mother and us as if we were his own children. But they don't count him. See, they say, oh, well, that doesn't count. What's up, Reggie? Carson? Hope you get that situation taken care of with your daughter, man. What's going on, Butcher One? Well, we're just talking about why there's no modern women in the Philippines. It has a lot to do with their culture. Women don't see us as competitors over here. You know, the Girl Scouts is okay for them over here. They don't want to be Boy Scouts. I mean, it's like they're just trying to push the button. You know, now you got, which it doesn't bother me, but you're going to have, I was seeing the other day where they were interviewing the guy, the football player. He's in the locker room now. He's fully dressed. This guy already, he's sweaty, he's grimy, but he's got a woman reporter there with the microphone stuck in his face. He can't even take a shower and take off his clothes because she's there. They want access to everything that we've got over there. It's like there's no boundaries over there. Get out of here, lady. Now, if I pull off my pants now, you're going to have me locked up. But it's okay for you to walk in a locker room of half-dressed men, make us feel uncomfortable, by the way. You know. Hey, Vince Lawson says, Unc, this will be my third trip, and after being in the slow lane this time, I'm more focused in travel. Shout out to Beach, Franz, Sam, Alex, and Sister Gail. Yeah, we looking for you. Come on back, man, and you in a great situation. You got a great situation. Yeah, I think this is. Mike says, what do you think of HBCU coaches and other folks wanting Deion Sanders to fail at Colorado? I think it's pitiful, man. You know, I think it's pitiful because it was a black man that took his place, right? It was a black coach that took Deion Sanders' place at Jackson State University. Here's a little known fact y'all didn't know, and look it up. The basketball coach for many years at Jackson State is my second cousin, Paul Covington. He eventually became the assistant athletic director there for many, many years. He was my mother's first cousin. They grew up like brothers and sisters. You know, so why would they try to limit his progress? Jackson State wasn't going to pay the man. I think he did what he said he was going to do when he got there. I think that's more of a, you know, hey, stay down here, you know, misery loves company type of thing. I mean, what more could he have done? He's raised that football program to a level that it's never seen before. He's in a place. He's taken that place where it's never been. It's in a place now where it's never been. They should be thanking him. But he's not going to fail because what's your definition of failure? When you got a goal, you can't fail. His goal was to become a coach at a high-profile college, earning millions of dollars. So he's already successful. I don't think he's going to fail. You're talking about one of the greatest football players ever, in my opinion. He knows the game. He knows how to go out. He can look at people and tell whether they're good football players or not. He's not guessing. And then with his high profile and people seem to like him, he's going to be, y'all got to realize Colorado used to be a hell of a program in his day. It dropped off like Jackson State dropped off. Deion Sanders is going to raise that program back up. You see the players already coming. You got to have players. Y'all give these coaches too much damn credit. Hell, look at what's happening at Louisville basketball right now. They haven't won a damn game, and they want to blame it on Kenny Payne. Well, he doesn't have any players. Go down the road 80 miles and look at Calipari. Look at all the damn players he's got. He ain't no better coach than anybody. He better coach than Kenny Payne because he got more experience, but he's not some hellfire coach because if he was, he'd have more than one championship there, guys. Yeah, give the man some credit for what he's done. Deion Sanders is not going to save the HBCUs. That's something for all of us to do. Raise your hands the last time you donated to one of these colleges. Why are we standing around waiting for everybody else to do it? Why are we putting it on Deion Sanders' back to do it? I haven't given 1 peso to an HBCU. And I feel bad about that, really. But let's be honest about it, man. Buck 50 says, hey, Calvin, on subject, I agree with you on well-defined roles in the Filipino. My experience is Filipinos embrace their femininity and want masculinity in their men. Absolutely. And the men play their role over here just as much as the women. Everybody knows their place over here. But if you say place, people get mad at you in America. Mr. 4th and 1. And Deion went where the bag was. You think Jackson State or any other HBCU was going to pony up? Yeah, you got to give the man credit. I mean, you can't pay him. So what do you want him to sacrifice his life for that? And then when he dies, nobody's going to give a damn, really. It's not his job to fix the HBCUs. He's done enough, I think, to be honest with you, man. But yeah, there's clearly defined roles out here. I like that. There's order over here. I like that. Women aren't competing with men over here. I like that. 100 times out of 100 times, I said 99.99999, but it's really 100 times out of 100 times. When I get on a bus over here to go from San Carlos City to Dumaguete, there's a man driving. He's not competing with a woman for a job. Can women drive buses? Absolutely. But it's like, hey, we got to have some type of order over here. We have to have some type of boundaries, man. Yeah, they want to be Boy Scouts. Come on, guys. That's crazy. But over here, okay, and 100 times out of 100 times when guys come to my house and the food is prepared, it's all on the table, and only me and him, and if he has a guest with him, is eating. And the man, you know what the man says to me? Why ain't everybody else eating? Because the man eats first over here. Okay, they understand that I went out and got the money and brought the food back. It's not that, let's feed the kids first. Everybody's going to eat, but I'm going to eat first. We got a problem with that in the West. They don't have a problem with honoring the people who deserve to be honored over here. We don't honor anybody over there unless you're dead. While you're alive, people don't honor you in America. They wait till you die. Then they honor you. Now over here it's opposite. They honor you now. They give you your flowers now. They don't wait till you're 6 feet under. People, Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali. I can go on and on over there. Malcolm X. We honor these men when they were dead. When they were alive, man, Muhammad Ali was one of the most hated men alive on the planet when he was in his right mind and speaking truth over there. It was only when he got sick and he was no longer the Muhammad Ali that we knew that people started feeling sorry for him and loving him, man. Come on, guys. Over here, they honor you while you're alive. They don't throw you away when you get old. They recycle you. They see the value in wisdom over here. There's so much of our wisdom that's locked up over here in those damn nursing homes and assisted living care. Like people still don't have anything to offer. I know what I'm talking about, man. That was my job for 18 years. It was the great generation of people, my parents, that are some of the greatest people in the world, man, that we're hanging on to their bootstraps right now. They're coattails right now. We haven't done anything. But yet, the minute they got old, we put them in a nursing home as if they have no more value or anything left. Foolishness, man. D. Hicks says, fact, Calvin, everything men had in the U.S. has been infiltrated by women. Even places like the good old Walter Buffalo Lounge isn't exclusive to men anymore. Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. At some point, when is it going to stop? When is it going to stop, man? You know, you got to understand, there's no boundaries there. Everything goes in the United States. Pretty soon you're going to be able, mark my words, in the next 10 years, the way they're crazy about animals over there, especially dogs, you'll be able to marry a damn dog pretty soon over there. And I'm not joking. The way they went crazy on Michael Vick over there, you can kill a human being and there's no outcry. But you kill a dog or you fight a dog, which, by the way, the boxing and the MMA is some of the biggest businesses over there. But the minute you fight a dog, they have a damn fit. In the next 10 years, you're gonna be able to marry your dog in America. Yeah, well, you one out of a million. Believe it or not. W Secrets to Success said Deion most likely would not have left if the JSU administrative staff wasn't stealing money from the football program. Yeah, money that he's bringing in, by the way. Money that he's bringing in. Don't you think a team that's 12-0 is going to be bringing a lot of money? Yeah, we love a winner over there. So now, because he want to leave, the media pushes that out there, man. We really don't care that Deion's leaving there, man. They'll put somebody out there, a talking head out there, to get the damn argument started. Now, all of a sudden, the day before Deion left, didn't nobody give a damn about Deion Sanders. Now, all of a sudden, he's leaving to go to Colorado. He's earning, what, $30 million over 5 years or something? Now, all of a sudden, oh, yeah, you sold out. Well, we all sold out. How many of us, raise your hand, work for an exclusive black company over there? Manila Martin says, I love how feminine females are in the Philippines, but I also love that Filipino men are very masculine. They can fix things around the house, and I'm proud to see Filipino men do construction. It just reminds me of when I was little in the 60s. That's how men were. You saw men under the hood getting all greasy and dirty. Not to say a woman can't do it, but damn, I don't want my woman coming home smelling like WD-40 with oil under her damn nails and all that stuff, man. We know you can fix a car. But damn it, we got to have more boundaries over there. But the minute I want to join the WNBA, they had a fit when that guy who identified as a woman start competing against girls in high school. But it's okay for them to try out some damn woman place kicker on a men's team. And that makes news all over the country, possibly the world, with this old media we got over there. But let you try to do it. Let you go over to the woman's side and try to do some stuff they've been known to be dominant in. They're gonna have your ass. They're gonna hand it to you. He says, Mike says it's $2,000. I guess you're saying $2,000 a month. Can you enjoy to live? Can you live a comfortable there? I would say I could, Mike. I don't know you. He's saying 200,000. So what are you talking about? $200,000? 200,000 pesos per month? You got to be a little bit more. John Gomez said that knowledge they got is valuable. It's priceless. Okay. I had given up on humanity until I started as an insurance agent. And every single day I met one of the greatest people in America. Every single day. It never failed. I would walk in somebody's house and just be thrilled beyond my wildest dreams. The greatest generation is what we call them. It's my parents. Roe versus Wade, all of that we got over there. Everything that's over there, the civil rights movement, and everything. They did that. We haven't done anything. Obamacare? Come on. Same-sex marriage? What we got going on over there? Yeah, Deion Sanders was a blessing. Yeah, and the city, along with putting HBCUs in the limelight. Yeah, it can only get better. It can only get better because of him. But now he wants to be a sellout. It wasn't like Deion went by himself. Deion took a lot of people with him to Colorado. Let me put some facts to y'all because I read. And a lot of people don't read. They just going by what they say. His offensive coordinator was earning $47,000 a year at Jackson State. He took him with him to Colorado. Now he's earning $400,000. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, guys. You know, we got to quit buying this media stuff over here. Took that same man, was earning $47,000 at Jackson State. Now he's earning $400,000. Give the man some credit, man. Yeah, women are going to marry the cats. It's not fall, guys. Y'all think I'm playing. He said, these are facts, man. They're going to marry animals soon. What's left, man? If you can go out and marry another greasy-ass man, who wants to marry another greasy-ass man? How crazy is that? Okay, if you want to do that, go ahead and do it. But don't make it legal. Don't put it all out there. I'm not homophobic. I'm just saying that's your own business. It shouldn't be my business. I'm not homophobic. That's what I'm talking about, man. I don't want an old greasy-ass man. I'm not going to marry another man. And I don't see why we have to make that legal. I don't see what good that does. If you want to do that, okay, that's fine. It's not your business. What you do behind closed doors, and, you can walk down the street with whoever you want to walk down the street with. But I don't think it's going to do us any good by making that legal. Well, he says if a man have sex with a woman, well, it's two. It's not the man's fault. It's not the woman's fault. It's both of their fault. But it's modern women, man. Okay, look at Gail from Good Morning. Is that Good Morning America she's on? Gail, 67 years old. When are you going to pass the baton, lady? When are you going to let some other young person come and get that job? 67, man. I'm not talking about discriminating. I'm just saying that's one of the problems with us over there in America, man. We get in a position of leadership, we don't want to pass the baton. So you got 100-year-old leaders over there. Look at the damn Congress. Yeah, absolutely. This is a fact. Yeah, see, Derek's making a lot of sense now. Raise your hand if the job you working right now, if some other job offered it to you, no matter where the damn job was, they're going to say, hey, I'm going to give you 10 times what you earn. And Deion's going to earn more than 10 times, but that's a great analogy. They're going to say, we're going to give you 10 times the money to do the exact same job you're doing. Who's going to pass that up? Vince Lawson says, Unc, in your aunt's opinion, for the new guys coming over, would you suggest a city girl, a province girl, a city girl from the province as far as the liberated Filipino are traditional? Well, see, the thing about it is their cultures thick over here, even though they got different cultures. And I know very little about Filipino people, really. This society's been going on for thousands years, before Christianity, before Jesus and all of that, man. This place has been here as long as the earth's been here. But I'm just going to give you my boots on the ground experience. It's not a whole, I would say the person you can get along with. Province women, man, they're hard to get along with as far as I'm concerned. For me, The language is not going to be there a lot of times. They're really dyed in the wool traditional. And more than likely, you're going to meet either a city girl or a province girl or a city girl from the province. That's what you're going to meet over here because we're not going to go up in the province, Vince, where they really are and meet them. You're only going to meet them down in the city proper. And I was explaining this to a guy the other day. You truly don't meet a real province woman unless you stumble upon her at work, like at the bus station where she's working, one of these little, at the marketplace, one of these little food stalls out on the street, because you're not going to go to the province. Who comes to the Philippines and goes directly to the province? Nobody. A lot of these provinces are so hidden that you don't even know where they are. You can't reach them until the person comes and takes you there. So you're going to be in Manila, you're going to be in Cebu, Dumaguete. You're going to deal with city women or city girls from the province. You're not going to get a true province woman unless somebody takes you to the province. You go there with one of your Filipino friends, a man, by the way, and you're in the province and you see a woman and you start talking to them. They're painfully shy and bashful. It's going to take forever for you to even, for her to even say hello to you. So yeah, I would say, when you first come over here, a new guy, you don't want that much drama. You don't want that much resistance. It's going to be a tough pill to swallow, man. You're going to want a city girl or a city girl from the province. But it's a good question. But yeah, most of us, we never make it to the province. Remember when I told y'all, when I took y'all up there where my son used to live in Naga City in Lanus above, and you see women up there, women who never came down to the street. Now, unless I took you up there and, personally introduced you to one of those women up there, you would never meet them. It's hard to meet a province woman. Jackson State could have tried to match Colorado's salary offer. What happened to the boosters and the rest of the community? Yeah, we always sit around, wait for everybody else to fix it. Yeah, well, all the people who are complaining, why, they'll say, oh, it's not my job to do it. Yeah, well, why are you complaining about him leaving then? We all could have pitched in if we were really that worried and said, hey, let's give this man, where was he earning $300,000 there, and now he's going to be earning over $5 million per year in Colorado. And by the way, most of the guys he's going to be teaching are going to be black men, even though it's a white institution. So I don't get it. That's the kind of stuff that I don't worry about over here. They don't worry about stuff like that over here. That's why I like it. That's why I like it over here. Roy Jones says the only grease I want woman with is cooking grease from cooking my dinner. Yeah, I don't want a woman coming home smelling like WD-40. Grease all in between her fingernails and all that, man. Cigarette in between her damn teeth. Hat popped to the side. Come on, man. I don't want that. He said, how much money would you need a month if it was just you, Calvin, and no girlfriend or anything else? I could live comfortably over here for $1,000. I showed you. But I would probably need I'd probably need anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 because I like to travel around. That's not a lot of money, guys. It's not a lot of money. In America, that will pay my rent, and that's it. What's going on, Mo, man? It's going to be good to see you soon, man. You said you're coming. He said, Calvin, you're killing it tonight. You give new meaning to honor. Well, we've had conversations like this before when you were here, Mo. They honor people over here while they're alive. They don't wait till they die. Joe Code 20041, he said, there's a lot of modern and jet setter women in Manila. Most of celebrities are girlfriends and wives of rich people. Yeah, but I wouldn't consider these modern women. They're not saying, oh, I don't need a man. They're not saying, I want to do everything that a man can do. These women are successful women, fabulous women, career women, top of the line human beings, but they haven't forgotten their culture, man. It's not true. You very seldom will a Filipina, full Filipino or Filipino, be accepted fully in their society if they've thrown off their Filipino values totally. I think we got to. What's your definition of modern woman? Are you saying a successful woman? That wouldn't be considered a modern woman, because most of the modern women I come across are poor as hell. They can't rub two nickels together, but always talking crazy about a man and what a man can do for them and all that. Well, we got to come up with some definitions, guys, because this is what's confusing. I don't see any modern women. What's up, Evan and Gene? He said, morning, Cal. Just made it back to Cebu for the holidays. Is this the real Dana Middleton? What's he got 9 for? I don't understand that. Oh, yeah, but I don't. Now, will you see gay couples over here? Yeah, you see lesbian couples over here, but that wouldn't constitute a modern woman. Oh, yeah. This place I was shocked because it was showing unavailable. But then when I went back, I sent her a message. She said, no, try again. And I tried, and it was open for tonight here, but then it's open for last night here, but then I got to go downstairs for tonight. Yeah, Dana made it over here, as a matter of fact. But I've been around. Like I said, remember my circles are limited. But I've yet to hear any women spouting any feminist ideas over here. I mean, why? When you've had 2 women presidents over here, do women want to see changes? Absolutely, they probably do. I'm sure they do. There's nothing wrong with improvements. But the fact that you don't see a feminist movement over here nowhere like in America, where you see now, a lot of times, don't be fooled when you see what do you call it, when they're out there with signs and stuff like that. A lot of times they're getting paid. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. When you see people out here with in the streets and stuff like that, they're getting paid for that. Well, I don't know. I haven't. His best friend, who's a friend of mine, said he wasn't upset. Said Buck is busy now. Buck is working as a over-the-road truck driver now. It's going to be a long time. You won't see. Abraham says there are modern women, but the population is very small. The Philippines in general, men and women, is redetecting the Western radical feminism. Now, what does that mean? See, y'all talking over my head now. I'm from the old school. Yeah, protest. Big Al, I'm sorry. Thanks for that. I'll get you. He said, correct, bro, successful, but still maintain their traditional values as Filipino. Yeah, it's a big difference. You know, modern women don't have to be successful. Big Al says, yeah, protest. Yeah, that's what I'm calling. Oh, yeah, good disclaimer, Kai said, when I mentioned the modern Filipino online, she really wasn't compared to Western standards. No, it's bad over there, believe it or not. I told my wife a long time ago, I said, if I wanted a man, I would have married a man. You can't do everything I do. She wanted to do everything I do, and that still is the case today, guys. She saw when we split up, I was going online meeting Filipinos. She started going online. She met an African guy. I wasn't going to outdo her. She was going to do everything I did. Even if it killed her. It's like, well, where's the line? You know, we're equal, but we're not the same. Men cannot carry babies for 9 months. We can't do it. Okay, yeah, rejecting. Yeah, thank you. Now I understand what you're saying. I appreciate that. Yeah, they don't want that because it would be the end of this society over here. If women all of a sudden said, you need 2 incomes over here. How little the man is contributing because, you know, whatever it is, you need that 2 people in here to make it work over here. And sometimes more. That's why you'll see in the Philippines, you'll see 3 or 4 generations in one house, man. They're going to make it work. See, it's all about family over here. It's not in America like everything's about the individual. I can do it by myself. I don't need anybody else. I can handle this on my own. And you really can't do it. So anyway, you're miserable. But over here, it's all about family. They're not buying that, guys. They're not buying that over here. Because when you're on the outside looking in, I've been gone for 4 years. I'm on the outside now. I'm looking in. I'm like, it's crazy over there, man. That's why I said within 10 years, there's going to be some way where you're going to be able to marry your damn dog. You're going to be able to marry your dog, your pet. It's going to be something like that. Some type of, they're going to be marrying AI, you know, artificial intelligence. It's going to be all kind of strange stuff going on because just like we think the law passed in Indonesia is strange when they say, oh, you can't have, you know, if you're not married, you can't have sex. It's against the law. We think that's strange. Imagine all the crazy stuff that's going on in the West and people over here in different parts of the world, like they done went crazy over there. And then we think the whole rest of the world wants to adopt it. They said, no, we don't want none of that stuff. You know, we don't want all of that. Abortion clinics in every damn, you know, neighbor. You know, they're going to have them in grocery stores pretty soon. And I'm not into that argument 2 or 4, you know. But I'm just telling you how crazy it's become. I grew up with abortion centers like it was no big deal. That's why I don't have an argument one way or the other, because it's already been saturated into my, you know, into my mind that it's no big deal. So I'm not going to argue about it. But pretty soon they're going to be in grocery stores. You'll be able to go in there in Walmart and have a damn abortion. It's crazy over there, man. But we think it's normal because we think everything that goes on in America goes on everywhere else. I got news for you. It doesn't, guys. There's not a lot of modern women over here, man. If it is, you don't see them. They're not going to be on TV spouting that stuff. I guarantee you that. Okay? They're going to be big stars flaunting that to the masses. No, they're going to put their foot down here. There's order here. They say, no, you're not going to do that. Mo says it's okay for a Filipino woman to have a career, but not at the expense of her husband and family. Yeah. We're not talking about career women. It's successful women over here, successful beyond your wildest dreams. Okay? We're not talking about that. We're talking about modern women who's going to say, look, it's my way or the highway. I don't need you. If I want to weigh 220 pounds, and if I want to eat what I want, and at the expense of you being attracted to me, if I want to I'm 300 pounds, and I want to wear eeny, beanie, teeny, bikini, I can do it. And all that old stuff, no regard for your input at all. It's not over here. It's not over here, man. A man should still be able to say to this woman, look, honey, that's a little bit too much. We want to cover up. You can try that over in America. Hey, I wear what I want to wear. I can wear what I want to wear. If I want to wear this and show my behind and everything else, I can do it. Okay. Then do it. You ain't going to be with me. No, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, that's what you're saying now. It is people who will marry their dog right now if they could over that. I'm not saying having sex and all that. See, you going somewhere else with it. I'm not reaching. You tell me I'm reaching. Do you know how crazy America? It used to be a black man couldn't even marry a white woman over there. They thought that was crazy. A white man marrying a black woman. Now nothing's off the table, dude. You got two big greasy ass men, weightlifters and all that, huffing and puffing on each other. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, okay, we celebrate that now over there. I don't think, one way or the other, I'm not for it one way or the other, but I don't think it does any good to legalize stuff like that. I mean, what good does that do to legalize that? If you want to be that way, that's your business. But for me to say I'm reaching, no, I'm not reaching. We believe some of the craziest stuff over there. We actually believe that there's a man up in the air, by the way, a white man with a beard, who's looking down on these 8 billion people and is intertwined in their lives on a daily, damn it, basis. Okay? And you only good because you think he's looking at you. That's the type of crazy stuff that we believe in. Not realizing that this same man that you think is looking at you, he created the earth to spin at 1,037 1/3 miles per hour. Meanwhile, it's rocketing around the universe, around the sun at 60,000 miles an hour, but you still think that he's sitting there watching you at every minute. And you point up. The minute you point up is not up. It could be down because the earth is spinning. Don't tell me what America doesn't think over there. I grew up there for 55 years. I know how crazy it is over there. And if you don't think the way that they think over there, if you don't buy this modern woman stuff over there, they're going to throw you under the bus. They're going to bring up stuff. Oh, he touched my behind 40 years ago. Not crazy, man. But it's guys like that who want to push back when you tell the truth. It's that y'all beyond crazy over there. If there ever was a Sodom and Gomorrah, it's there. Okay? But I don't even believe in that stuff. Do I believe there was a Sodom and Gomorrah? Yeah, but do I believe what's in that book as being from some man way up in the air who wrote it? I don't believe all that. Silky Brown said they're already promoting child love, as they call it. Normal people know it's pedophilia. Bestiality, too. I already know. If it wasn't in our minds, they wouldn't have videos on this stuff everywhere. See? I've never been to Anglease City. Have you ever been to Anglease? I heard it's a nice place to visit. I've never been. I've heard too. Now, after the new year, we're going up there because I've been invited. Philip Cooper, he lives beyond Anglease City, but he built just a fabulous house up there. He wants us to visit him and his wife. And while we're up there, we'll try Anglease City and all of that. But, he said, it's, you okay, JD, for a man in a dress use the woman's bathroom? See, that's what I'm saying. He's over there in it. When you're there, Big Al, Alabama, and you're a part of that, you don't see how crazy it is because you're right there in the middle of it. But when you step outside of there and you're on the outside looking in and you see how crazy it is, we've gone beyond what is even reasonable over there. That you can identify yourself, oh, I'm a woman, and then go in there and use the woman's bathroom. Man, you know what kind of can of worms that's opening up over there, man. All the rapist has to do is put on a damn dress and some old cheap ass makeup, and you'll have a damn field day in there. Yeah, it's beyond ridiculous over there. But when you get a man on the outside looking in, they'll push back on it. We got some of the craziest stuff going on over there, man. Believe it or not. It's so crazy that if you're on the outside looking in, you see how crazy it is, but you living among it, it's not crazy. Yeah, you can't even call, a spade over there. There's no free speech over there. People are honestly on a daily basis apologizing for something they've said. I grew up in an era of free speech. I want to know what you're thinking about me or whatever it is. Don't hold it back. Let me know what you're thinking. You don't have to apologize to me. Jam Silver says, crazy over here in Toronto, brother Cal. Yeah, I know it is. It ain't too much different than America because America's all them fumes done got a hold of Canada and Mexico and anywhere like that. Yeah, I wasn't able to make it. We were on our way, as a matter of fact. But Chris says, I thought you were invited to a friend's wedding back then. Tangley City, you weren't able to make it. No, I wasn't because it was Holy Week. And Maryland didn't want to fly. So we were going to catch the 2-go from Cebu to Manila and then ride the bus to Tangley City, but they canceled it. They canceled the boat. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't, but we're talking about the modern woman. We're talking about where a lot of this stuff originates. Full Nelson 3. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about where it originates. This modern woman originated in America, yeah, and then it spreads out. He said, if a man identified as a woman when my daughters were in a bathroom, I'd identify as an MMA fighter. Yeah, a policeman or something. Yeah. He said, you cringe when you wish someone a Merry Christmas. Dana says, my grandmother kept the house clean as a whistle. See, she's part of that great generation. She was happy to make sure dinner was ready when my grandfather got home from work. Men and women knew their roles back then. And that's how it is over here. They know their roles over here. And when you know your role, it makes you stronger. It makes you a better player. But if you don't know, okay, on Michael Jordan's team, if you don't know that he's going to take the last shot and you sit there and keep on taking the last shot, your ass is going to be off the team. You know your role. Your role is to set the pick for Michael Jordan to take the last shot. And over here it might be, okay, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to give you the money, let you manage it. If something goes wrong around here, I'll fix it. But there's no blurred lines. There's men over here who cook. But very seldom, if you walk into a house over here, are you going to see a man cooking? Even though it happens a lot over here. More than likely, when you see it, it's just going to be, okay, he'll do it every now and then. He's not going to do it every day. That's not his role. He's out in the field somewhere. 'Cause, 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 'cause No, I'm not afraid of it. That's not gonna happen over here. This American culture. They've inherited some of stuff. Whenever a colonizer leaves a country, he leaves remnants of himself behind. That's a fact. Okay. So Spain left some stuff behind, America left some stuff behind. But what I respect about Filipinos is they held on strongly to their religion, their culture, their traditions, their language. This is the Philippines, okay? And you're gonna say, oh, but no, they're Catholic. But yeah, you don't realize that they've got a lot of their own traditions and stuff mixed in with Catholicism over here. But you can go places here where people still do it the original way. They've held on to all of that. Look at black people in America. We ain't got nothing we had from over there but our skin color. That's it. Filipinos went through the Spanish, they went through American, and held on to everything that's true to them. And, I got to give them respect for that. So, no, I'm not worried about American culture. And when men migrate here to the Philippines, we go underground, really. We ain't calling no shots over here. We ain't making no changes over here. No, but I don't understand what you're saying. I mean, it's okay to disagree, but you ain't telling me what you're disagreeing about. If you tell me that what I'm saying is going to happen 10 years from now, yeah, but people over there who said a lot of stuff wasn't going to happen. That's happening in America now. It used to be illegal for abortions. Now abortions are like drive-thrus now over there. What are you talking about? That what I'm saying is crazy. A lot of what's going on in America, they said was crazy. They got men marrying men, guys, over there. I don't care what you think on one side or the other. That's still crazy to me. When you can see two men walking down the aisle together and all that, that should be your business. I don't see where making that legal benefits the country. So, yeah, okay, if you think that what I'm saying is crazy now, okay, let's talk about it in 10 years when you see it happening. Because it's already happening now. People are dying, leaving everything they got to their damn pets. They're doing it now. Okay? They're not leaving it to human beings. Yeah, they love their culture here, man. You ain't going to change it. Men are not going to change it. I don't care how many Western men come over here. I don't care how many Chinese men come over here, Korean men come over here, because there's a lot of them. More Chinese than anybody. And the Philippines is still the Philippines, man. What's up, Coaches? Yeah, I'm getting ready to head over here to the bus station and go down to this meet and greet. The sun is out. The sun is out. Because it was storming like crazy last night. But yeah, we're talking about the modern woman. Not just the Western woman. But yeah, it's the same thing, really. Same thing, really. Yeah, they want the last word, especially when they know they're wrong. And see, we fall into a lot of traps over there. Stop moving in with women if your name's not on the lease. If your name's not on the lease, don't move in with a woman. We still do that old crazy stuff. If I'm going to move in with you, put my name on the lease. Yeah, hit the like button. We still give them a whole lot of power over there. But people argue with you that, when it comes to, are we the richest nation that's ever existed? Yeah. But money's not everything. At the end of the day, you can't eat money. There's a lot of good things about America. I love the people and everything, but when you talk about what's being allowed to happen over there right now, the rise of this modern woman is one of them. You got women, telling men what to do. Come on, man. I was watching something, and this lady made a whole lot of sense. I don't know. It came across my YouTube feed. It was a short. It was a lady. She looked like a white lady, but she was talking about the modern woman, and she said, if you don't think, now she was talking about the Western woman, and she said, if you don't think there's something wrong with us, and you talking about all of the Western men moving to the East, looking for love and marrying, she said, why isn't the Eastern man flocking over here to the West to marry us? Because they don't want us. See, she was talking good sense, man, because it's true. You don't see Filipino men flocking over there to marry them women over there. There is one couple here, I think, where the Filipino man is married to the Western woman, but nobody pays attention to their channel. But it's here. But that's one out of what, 1 million couples over here? But you don't see the men flocking from China, Japan, South Korea, and all those places coming to America to marry them crazy ass women over there, man. That's just not happening. But yeah, guys, we just want to talk about why there's no modern women here. I haven't met a modern woman over here but remember, I'm limited in the women that I see. But I don't see it. People date here to marry. Women date here to marry. And a lot of times when they marry, they stay married over here till the man dies or something like that. You don't see women doing all of that. Damn, he said a pack of chicken wings, $22. Well, it's not the point. They'll find a way. The couple that I showed you that paid my fare the other day, he went to America. He didn't marry an American woman. He married a Filipino woman over there. They didn't go over there together. He met her over there. He could have married anybody he wanted to over there. He didn't marry Big Susie over there. But until you leave the place, you don't see how crazy it is. Even the nicest women, man, you couldn't pour Beyonce on me. Yes, right. We're not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's good at all. I'm saying it's not. But somebody's dating these women, it's gone to the point where you really have to be the elite if you're going to get the cream of the crop over there, because that's what these women expect. They expect Elon Musk and his woman, even all of that. The woman that I seen him with, I'm like, damn, you Elon Musk. Can't you do any better than that? But I mean, the cream of the Della cream, really, you have to be this damn TJ Holmes on Good Morning America. You got to be guys like that. Otherwise, man, you start out young with them, and then you meet them young, you got a beautiful woman, y'all get along well. But at some point, because the woman, she's more mature than us, physically and mentally, she outgrows you somewhere around 30 years old. You're too young for her now. And now she's going to turn the tables on you. She wants to be in control. And you get to the point where you get tired of all that. You can cook your own dinner. But damn it, I went out here. I've been fighting the world all this time. I'll be damned if I'm going to come back to my corner and have to fight. I mean, is it beyond you to let my, get my bath water running before I come home? I come home at the same date, same time every damn day. Can't you at least do that? And you iron my clothes. You know where I'm going in the morning. You know I'm going out there to fight. I got to look my best. Women don't even want to iron your clothes anymore. I learned to earn from my mother because my mother earned everybody's clothes, my father included. But now you ain't got women, man. You got women that can't even earn your clothes. It's beneath them to do it. But he said typically the Asian man is not desired by the Western woman. Well, she better hope he is because we running from her in droves. So she better get attracted to him. She's already in trouble over there. Jason Anderson said there's no reciprocity for U.S. women anymore. No, I'm not asking for too much. I mean, just do that. It got to the point where my American wife, man, it's ridiculous. Get your own plate. She would, she loved to cook because she had a nice little side business where she would cook anyway. So the food would be there, but she wasn't going to make my plate. I promise you, man, I can't go into the kitchen over here. And they don't look at that as some type of slight or beneath them. They honor me. They say, okay, this guy, he pays for, I pay for everything in their house. I built the damn house. So you tell me that you can't even take 5 minutes to fix my plate for me? See, that's what I like about over here. They honor me because I deserve to be honored. If a man does every damn thing, but you do the same thing over there, it's like they take it for granted. Like, well, you're supposed to do that. That's what my wife said. Well, you're supposed to do that. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, well, you're supposed to give me a blowjob when I want one, not just on my birthday. Huh? Yeah, I shouldn't have to beg you for sex either. That's what you should do. Hey, Gleason Baker, thanks for that super sticker. When we start talking about what we want, then they get mad. When we start talking about what they should be doing and what they ought to be doing, then they throw the Me Too at us. He said pet stores and car dealerships will be selling Great Danes. Yeah, you can't tell a woman what she's supposed to do, but a modern woman will tell you what your place is. She'll tell you what your place is. She knows more about what you're supposed to do than what she's supposed to be doing. I don't buy that, man. John Gomez said the exit is getting to the point where they will close the airport. I've got it so good over here, man. I didn't even think about going back home. I'll go home, man, maybe for 1 week or 2 weeks at the most and get my butt right back over here. I don't want anything to do with over there. Not that I don't love my country. I serve my country. I pay taxes to this day. I gave it everything I could for 55 years. That's why I think I deserve a little bit better than what I'm getting over there. I don't even have to ask for it over here. I'm treated like a man over here. I'm not treated like a little boy over there. My wife had got to the point where she was treating me like one of the kids. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm over here, dude. I ain't trying to go back over. I got it good over here, man. I'm a man over here, and they let me be a man over here. I don't have to make excuses for it or anything like that. Every day is my birthday. I eat first over here. I should eat first. I paid for the damn food. I bought it. What's wrong with that? Hey, what's up, King Arthur? Thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal, America's turned into a fourth nation. And I want to shout you out, man. I know what you one of the guys who found his soulmate over there, was married for a long time. And, my condolences are sincere, man, on the loss of your wife. Not only did you lose your wife, you lost your dog that you had for so many years. So I know you're not ready to jump. Imagine finding a woman of your dreams and now you single over there in America and you got to put up with what we got to put up with over there. What is a decent man to do over there now? But leave. And that's what I did, man. They don't complain if you ain't gonna do anything about it. That's all I'm saying. Don't complain unless you're gonna do something about it. You think I'm gonna go to a place where I can only get special treatment every now and then from a place? I'm gonna leave a place where my birthday's every day, where they actually celebrate me over here. Man, it's foolishness, man. That's why I know what I'm talking about when I say ain't no modern women over here. Because if there was going to be a modern woman, it would be Marilyn and all those women like that. You got an education. Who can get out and get it on her own? But guess what? She said, no, I think you do it a whole lot better than me. We're equal, but we're not the same. I'm going to ride your horse. She's going to jump on the back of my horse. I'm riding. Oh, yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the media has a lot to do with that because they're going to tell the woman what type of man that they want. Money's always at the top. It's always at the top. And that's when they get in trouble. Rag Jam Rock says, I made more money and took care of all the bills. The minute she started making more, I became nobody. Well, hell, I was a nobody. I was supposed to put up with everything that my American wife did, but I'm supposed to do all the changing. She was overweight. She was undereducated, underemployed, but it was okay. But I'm the one supposed to do all the change. Stop smoking. Stop drinking. Get in the greatest shape you possibly can. Earn the most money you possibly can. I'm supposed to be perfect. But she got to the point where a bikini, they don't even sell bikinis that big. But I'm not supposed to say, if I would have brought that up, like, you might want to stop quit eating so damn much. Not because you're getting big as a house, but it might kill you. Don't you even think enough about yourself for me and the kids? What are we going to do when you're gone? I better not even bring that subject up, but then now I'm talking down to her. You can't even have any genuine concern for women over there. They're going to take it the wrong way. Mo says, I want to eat first, and every day is my birthday. Me too. You damn right. You damn right. What I look like, you bring a six-pack over my house, and I drink it all up. I don't give you one beer. I drink everything up, man. But they're smart over here. Women over here, they're not stupid. Stylist over 60. Thanks for the super chaser, Cal. The lines are not blurred. Filipinos take pride in their femininity and joy in being supportive of their men. Absolutely. And that's why I'm still here. It's not a knock on Filipino women. They know what they're doing. That's why men are coming over here from all over the world. We date the Filipino. The Filipino dates the world. Men know a good woman. They know how they want to be treated. This is how I want to be treated. That's why I'm here. That's why I haven't left. When I came over here in 2009, I filed it away. This is where I'm going to live. I'm going to be here at some point for the rest of my life because they get it over here. See? And there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Kamal, thanks for that super chat. Said, damn right, your castle, your crown. Absolutely. And anybody that says I'm wrong about that, man, you drinking the Kool-Aid over there. I'll be damned if I'm going to work my finger to the damn bone and eat the scraps. You better make my plate first and wash my back. That's not asking too much. And sleep with me naked if I want you to. Yeah, she's got too big for a damn bikini. There is no bikinis that would fit her. But if I would have brought that up without a genuine concern, Jam Silver, it would have been an argument. But I had to stop drinking, stop smoking. I had to be the perfect husband. I couldn't read. Because now, you're ignoring me and the kids when you read. All you do is go to those AA meetings. All you do is go to the gym. Hell with that, man. I got out of there. She sent me to the store to get a loaf of bread and some milk, and I ain't came back since. That was 2009. I'm still looking for that loaf of bread and a gallon of milk. Hell with that. So yeah, y'all can put up with it if you want to, man. I pour it out there. I give it to you the way I see it over here. There's no modern women over here, and that's why men are coming over here. Don't ask me. I'm going to get ready to go to a meet and greet. There's going to be a bunch of men over there with their women, and not one woman over there is going to be a modern woman. Every man over there, if they're serving food, even if they're not serving food, the woman's going to make his plate. It doesn't mean she's beneath us. That's culture over here. Because she knows at the end of the day, he's the one. He's the breadwinner. So they're going to honor their man while he's alive. Don't honor me. Don't honor my memory. Yeah, with that. But yeah, guys, I got to get off here, man. I want to thank y'all for your super chats, your super stickers, your thumbs up. This is a subject we got to have again, because I get excited about this, man. Because the way I was treated over there versus the way I'm treated now, it's not even a comparison. It's not even a comparison. And if all they got is a good infrastructure over there, then y'all can have that infrastructure, man. I still have my field help. I pay $17,500 a year. It's just a basic policy, but it's better than nothing. Now, I was quoted by Mike Onstad, a Pacific, what's the name of that Pacific Cross policy? It was $500,000. It was a good policy, and I'm still going to get it. I've already filled the application, but every time I fill the application, they send it back. I just got tired of filling out the damn application. It pissed me off. I told him I want to sit down with him, fill it out, and give it to him. I've been in the insurance business my whole life practically. And hell, I filled out everything, and then they always tell me, I didn't fill this out. But anyway, it's a damn good policy for 17,000 pesos per year. You can get good health insurance over here, but remember, it's not your money that buys health insurance, it's your health. That's why I can't tell anybody, hey, what kind of health insurance, how much is your health insurance? It's probably not going to be the same as yours. See? So yeah, I really appreciate you. Super stickers, your super chats, your thumbs up, all your support, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm not going to make a video over here. Will somebody interview over there? They probably will interview me over there because I don't know them. They're going to finally get to see me in person. Be careful what you wish for. But I just want to go over there and meet some new friends, really, to be honest with you. Yeah, we're going to do this one again because I didn't reach half the stuff I wanted to talk about. Because them women over there, they got me fired up, man. They roll out the red carpet for me over here, and the minute I get off the plane over there, they're going to snatch it from underneath me. Quick. Immediately. So thank y'all so much, man. I take care. Let me play my theme song. Before I get off here. I don't have my speaker with me today.
It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty.
Oprah ain't gonna have me.
Boots on the ground.
Oprah ain't gonna have me on that. She don't want the real nitty-gritty on that.
Boots on the ground.
She's with all that delusion. She started all that stuff. You couldn't give me Oprah, and she's a billionaire, because at the end of the night, I'm not going to screw up. She don't turn me on. I don't care how much money you got, Oprah. You can't wear a bikini either over there. Take care, everybody. I know what I like, man, and I'm tired of women over there telling me what I should like. I know what I like. I don't want a 59-year-old woman. I don't want a big Susie, a big Martha. If you can't fit into a bikini, I don't want you. I'm sorry. If you want to counsel me for that, then counsel me.